Right on time. Licha the Butcher will soon be back as there is a big positive injury update concerning this defender who clearly is important in whatever Ruben Amorim and Ineos are trying to do. But will he stand the competition when he does return? We're here to talk about it. But how are you feeling? I know it's all transfers. Well, Omar Hutchinson and Brentford, it seems to be on. They're even contemplating a fee they are willing to give just over 25 or thereabout. So meaning maybe something concerning Bimo is happening. So I'll just leave it at that as we wait for that deal to come through. But what exactly are you up to? Are you learning how to earn? Are you already earning online? Are you in Zambia, Sierra Leone, Gambia, Nigeria, Uganda, UK, Malawi, Dubai? I don't care which part of the earth you're in. For as long as you see me and you can hear my voice, the sound of it should be ringing bells in your ears to tell you run and learn how you can earn money from this thing called the internet, where you be every day of your life. People are earning money from it. You're running around streets probably struggling with a few things. Of course, some of you, whatever you're doing is working for you. You love it. It's okay. But it doesn't hurt for you to expand your sources of income. It doesn't hurt. And when you start with the internet, I can guarantee you're going to end up abandoning whatever job you do and you will resort to fully earning online. Who doesn't want to earn from home? Who doesn't want to do that? I don't know about any person. If you don't, well, I don't. But anyway, I'm waiting for you on the number down there on your screen. But let's get into the talk there proper, because we've seen the kit, of course, that Man United will be using next season. And we've seen our players, some of our players, of course, look good in our, should be the third kit of Man United. I've seen Amad Diallo, all these players, Lisandro Martinez. I've seen the Patrick Dogu. I just didn't like the facial expressions of, I don't know that it was intentional, but whatever intention, what was the intention? Because they just looked sad, honestly. To me, Dogu and Ahmad, I feel like they looked. There's no fire. You see, they say images speak more than 1,000 words. Look at that image and tell me what it speaks. The facial expression to you. It doesn't look. They don't look happy. I don't know. Something's not right. Anyway, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to talk about Lisandro Martinez, an important player for Man United, the only World Cup winner we've got in this team. So you certainly know why he's an important player. He's a different level of a player when he's good. 27 years of age, but Martinez has been out. He got a surgery about 5 months ago. And what's the report now concerning him? You saw him you've been seeing him in images. You saw him walk into Carrington. Of course, he's not training with the lads yet, but Martinez is not on any special treatment because of injury. He's recovering well, according to what we are getting, because what they have said is that after his surgery, they thought maybe he had tore his meniscus, and that's why in giving us an idea of how long he might take out, they said he will be back maybe at the end of the year, like late December or early next year. But as it looks now, it doesn't look like it, because it looks now like Lisandro Martinez could be back sooner than that, because what they were worried of, the meniscus being torn, actually wasn't. So that's the worst bit in such a scenario, and the kind of injury he got. The worst case scenario is tearing your meniscus now, which he didn't do. So I think it is the meniscus torn is a bit what poor Tyrell Malaysia suffered when he got injured. If you recall, I think even Luke Shaw has torn his meniscus before. Those are bad long-term injuries. Now, if you're lucky and they check and your meniscus is not torn, then you're okay. You're okay. So that's why he's able to walk now properly on his toes without the need of any special support, of any on crutches or whatever. So he's okay. So what does that mean? That United will be soon having an important player. But the question is, when Licha returns to be part of the team, yes, he's important with his experience, with his mentality, character, World Cup winner. His technical ability, by the way, is underrated. This is a short player, meanwhile, who heads balls, off taller players. This is a guy who is so good in terms of dictating when to attack. You remember that pass he gave to Ahmad, then dictating when we now first go back, go wide, then play a good pass. He's good. He's a neat footballer, and that's the modern left back or centre back you need in a back three like that. But my question is, Martinez, we all admit, by the time he got even this injury, this is current injury that has kept him out, Martinez had still not come back up to the levels we knew him for at his best, at his butcher best. Now, yes, he had a couple of good games, and he was on the team. You would see that the few games he played, he was better than many of those around him. You would see that he's a different player. But by his own standard, Martinez, by his own standards, was not at the level we were used to him for. We knew him for. Now he gets this longer setback. Will he come back and be able to command a start against Lenny Yoro, whose comfortable position is left back, and everybody now knows and sees that this boy has been progressing well, and we need him to be playing. Now, many people, actually, when I think about the Man United starting 11, I'm confused at where I'm putting Lenny Yoro. If there is Delete fit, if Delete is fit, if Maguire is fit, if Maguire is at his Maguire best, if Aiden Heaven is fit, of course he's a kid, but yeah, he's again, even the kids have a chance. That's why he was brought in. If Aiden Heaven is fit, if Licha is fit, where does Yoro play? If he plays centre back, it means you're losing either Maguire. Maguire you can lose, but with the Maguire who ended the season, looked like he's still an important player for the coming season. But even Delete, when Delete is fit, he needs to be playing. Now, if that is the case, where are you putting Yoro? Are you putting Yoro on the bench, have Delete start with Mazraoui on the right? Because I don't think Yoro is going to displace Mazraoui. Mazraoui, I think, is a designated guy on the right. Now, where does Yoro fit? But Yoro himself said his best position, he enjoys most playing on the left-hand side of the back three, even as a left back, if he has to. But he enjoys because I think of how you're right-footed, you get the ball to your right. He likes it when he's inverted, he's better, he's more technical. And we've seen him play there and he's been okay. But he also played central defense and he's looked good. So if Licha is there and his levels are not up there, or will he be able to give us the levels better than the improvements we are seeing in Lenny Yoro, that it's worth us saying, let this young kid, we pause his development, or we push him in the central defense and then sacrifice Delete, a fit Delete, you've seen what he can offer. So there's that confusion. But even this Aiden Heaven kid has come at Man United to prove himself. And the few games he has played, he has shown he has got things about him that can make him competitive. Now, are we certain that Martinez, after this long injury, when he returns, he will be fit enough to really outcompete these kids? There's a question there. There's something to think about there. Think about it, because we need Licha. I'm not saying Licha is a bench player, but we also can't be blind to the reality that if you've been injured for a long time, when you come back, you need time to pick yourself up. But the meantime, as you're picking yourself up, you've got bad competition, and this coming season, Amorim will have no time for, good vibes and whatever. Hugs and kisses with players. No. It's business, because I was hearing, I was listening to he captained before, United before, Ashley Young. He was saying Amorim will have no excuse this season, and we know it. Already people are calling him and bashing him already with transfers, which is not accountable, which is not his department. But because he's the manager, next season people won't care whether Arsenal signed Liverpool signed Isak, whether Chelsea somehow things change and they bring Osimhen, people won't care. People will expect Man United to be as competitive as every other club. If it doesn't happen, the pundits, whoever, the fans, everyone, even Ineos themselves will sack him. So he knows that next season there's no time for camaraderie or whatever. It's business. So if you're not good enough, whether you're a World Cup winner or Licha, not these Ten Hag things that where a guy is not good, but because he's a special player, you're keeping him in the team, yet he's not good enough. No. So what do you think? Do you think Licha will be starting on the left? And if it were up to you, and I've given you a scenario, you've got all these players fit, who is on the bench. Give me your back three. All players fit. Give me your back three, and I see where you fit who. You see, but this is good headache. I now see the depth that this team is having. You see that it's good headache. So you may be here complaining and crying that Man United is bad, but you think about it and give these boys a good coach. It's not too bad a team. It's not so far off. Just okay, yes, there are things to sort, but in terms of the talent and skill, and they are not so far off. But it now has to take proving. Amorim has got to prove that he can turn this into something good and competitive, regardless what everyone else is doing. Yeah. Regardless what you've heard about the internet, regardless what you do with it, for as long as you're not earning money from it, you're not doing enough with the internet. You're not using your time there, your data, your phone, your gadget to the best. Because I don't think any of this, your data and time and gadget, are free. You paid for them, but they can make you a lot of money, actually wealth. They can grow wealth for you, generational wealth, if you understand how it works, because that's how the world is flying lately. So come and fly with me as you learn how to earn online using that number down on your screen. I am Webb. This is the United of Sport. Guys, like, share, subscribe. We'll talk more about the transfers and who is going. The fee for Sancho nearly agreed at 15 million or thereabout. All that. We've spoken a lot about those. And we'll get back and talk about it later. Cheers for now.